Alrighty, okay, we are back. We're finally back. And we're back with some kits all around of Europe, with very few suggested by you guys. So if you didn't see your suggestion here, I'm going to check the comments right now at the end when I'm done with going through kits that I like and kits that I can highlight and see the comments. So if yours didn't get included, it's because you missed the cut before this video, between me recording this and this video coming out. Anyway, let's get started, and we're going to go through some La Liga kits. I'm just going to go through the teams, and when I see one that I have a particular reaction about, you'll be seeing that. And also the main teams, you know, like the kind of big teams that you'd react to, you know, your Inters, your Barças, your Reals. Okay, we're going to start here with Barça's kits, because that's the first one I've come across that I have anything to say about. Barça's kit is quite nice for this season. You've got the gradients and the stripes. I think that's cool. I mean, you're gonna have the same kind of thing every year. You're gonna have you're gonna have your red and your blue stripes, and they've managed to pretty much every year innovate. I think the Spotify sponsor looks good every year. The fact that they don't have to put text on it makes it look really quite nice. I think it's a really nice kit. I'm gonna rate this. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's Barça's kits very rarely miss these past few years, especially the home kits. 8 out of 10, that's a very solid kit. Love the collar. If I had to critique it, I'd probably say the cuffs are a bit bland, but yeah. Okay, Barça's away kit now, and now this, I'm a big fan of this. I'm not a big fan of this kit. Interesting with the kit supplier. The kit supplier is definitely Nike, so I don't know. It's inspired by the NBA Lakers jersey. Why are we being inspired by the Lakers? This is football. It's an interesting decision. It's got purple accents on the cuffs. I don't mind the accents and the color. That looks nice. I don't like that color. It's a bit piss yellow. I'm not a fan of that kit. I'm probably just going to give that a 4 out of 10. It's not great. And now this Barça third kit. And it's one of those kits that have the box thing. And I think it either really works or it really doesn't. I liked it on this first kit. Most of the ones that I've seen so far have had retro badges. This just has their current badge in a different colour. And that orange, that off orange, is just beyond ugly. Do not like that whatsoever. You've got the little thing coming up here. Don't like that either. I mean, the Spotify logo looks good again. It's a really nice sponsor, I have to say. As long as Barça are going to have this Spotify sponsor, it's going to lift up their kits. So yeah, I think this one is definitely worse than the other one, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. Okay, we're reacting to the first one that I'm just going to react to out of interesting, and it's Girona's home kit, which is interesting. They've got it on a white background, as red as the secondary colour, which, as far as I can remember, is very odd. This is like that. It's like that Bayern kit that was majority white, I think, from last year, maybe the year before. This is a nice kit. I quite like this. I like the stripes. They're small stripes. They look nice. I think the Etihad looks good in it. I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10. That is a decent kit, and it's interesting. It definitely gave me a reaction. I think, yeah, good. Okay, this is a nice kit. We're looking at Levante's home kit. This looks kind of cold. Maybe it's the filter, but I like the design. The stripes look really nice. The arms look really nice. I think the sponsors look fine. Hummel usually have some really nice kits. This is cool. I really like this kit. I think this is a really cool kit. And sometimes their kits just look like a bit worse Barça kits. But I think this is on par with this year's Barça kit. I'm going to put this as an 8 out of 10. This is a very nice kit. Okay, the first inclusion of a kit that I just think is awful, and it's Mallorca's home and away kit. I'm just going to loop them together because they've got the same pattern. They're doing that. This looks bad. This looks really bad. It's so plain and bland. It looks like one of those PSG kits with the stripes in the middle if it was just awful. If it was just awfully done. I don't know what it is specifically about it, but it just feels so bad for me. I think it's the sponsor that looks just so bad. 2 out of 10, the two of them. Awful. Okay, I'm looking at the Ryo kit here. Alright, so this season's kits, I think they're quite nice. I have to say, I think this season's kits are quite nice. This home kit, I think it's really, really classy. I support Ryo. Look, Ryo, this is last season's away kit that I've got on here. I think this season's home kit is really classy. I think we've had a decent few runner with our last ones. I mean, you're always going to have the Ray around it, but they always change it a bit, and I think this season's really nice. I like the red on the sleeves. I think it's looking quite nice. I think Umbro have done a lot for us. I really like the Digi sponsor that we've had these past few years. I think the Digi sponsor looks really good in our kits. I like the outlines of the red. It's really nice. Moving on to the away kit, and I think this one's definitely worse, but I don't mind it. I like the white outline. I'm not big on the ray ending off at the cuff like it does here. I think it should probably extend past because it looks a little clunky. But again, I like the little thing on the sleeve here. I think that looks quite nice. I don't think I rated the last home kit. I'm just thinking. So I'm going to go back 8 out of 10 on that one. I think this one's a 6 out of 10. I definitely prefer it. I definitely think it's a lot worse. I think we're going to find the middle on this third kit. I really like it. I like the red accents, the yellow, the black. It looks really quite nice. And this one, I think I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. They're all kind of the same format, but I think the colours are quite different. It's not like they're inversing the colours at all. They're all different colours. They all come in, and I think they all look quite nice. Back to teams we're just rating because they're big kits, big teams. Real Madrid, ugh, hate them. But it seems like they've got a pretty decent kit for this year. Do like this. I think it's quite a sleek design. I think the yellow around the edges it's a very nice accent colour. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. It's sleek. Real Madrid kits do tend to look nice, but you'll never see me in one. This Real Madrid away kit, I think I dislike it. It's still the same kind of format. Obviously, it's less bland, actually. It's got down here, I think it actually might be better. It might be better than the other one, actually. I'm going to correct that, actually. I think this one's better. I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10. I think it looks quite nice. With the accents, the yellow accents are really nice on this one. The grey with the patterns along here, which are it's inspired by the nighttime facade of the Bernabeu, which is, I mean, I always kind of like the incorporation of stadiums and things like that. Always adds to it. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. This is a decent kit. This third kit is awful. This looks like a goalkeeper kit. It's got some inspirations. Oh my god, it's got the fucking 90 minutes in Bernabeu is very long, which I don't know what language that is. It's not Spanish, by the way. The 90 minuti in El Bernabeu son molto longo. That's not Spanish. I know minuto is minutes. Minutos is minutes in Spanish. I think this is Italian? I don't know why. I don't know where that's come from. I don't know why it's not in Spanish, considering Madrid. This looks like a goalkeeper kit. I could see Courtois wearing it. If it was a goalkeeper kit, I'd think I'd rate it highly. If it was a kit that I'm wearing outfield, 4 out of 10. We're moving out of La Liga now, and I tell you what, we're going to rate this Como kit, because I think it is quite nice. It's got a lovely lake print inspired by Lake Como's waters. I think it's got a bit of mountains in there as well. Looks really nice. I like the white coming down here. That's a nice kit. I think Uber. I think the very simple, like this. It's the same reason I like the Digi one. The very simple logos. It doesn't have a lot going about it. It's just plain text or just a logo, nothing else. I think those are the best kind of sponsors. I like this Uber one. I do wish it was a little lower down, which is why I'm probably just going to give this a 7, but I think it's a pretty solid kit. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to move to Inter. And I've seen this kit before. And it spells out the word Inter on it, which I've never been able to read. I've never actually been able to look at it and say, oh yeah, it says Inter there. It's very unique. And I want to give them something for that, but I don't think it's very good. I like the colours of the sponsor and the badge. I think that looks quite good in it. But then again, changing the club colours changing the badge colour on the home kit, I don't know about that. I'm just going to give it a 5 out of 10 because I'm very on the fence about it. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Their away kit is awful. This is bad. I think maybe it will look better in person, but this looks awful. It serves as a tribute to the 2026 Winter Olympics, I assume hosted in like Milan, but that's a bad kit. I don't like that. 3 out of 10. Finally, their third kit, and it's another one of the boxed ones, and the more I'm seeing of them, the more I think they look kind of bad. I don't know what about maybe it's just nostalgia for the Tottenham one, but this one looks bad for me. 3 out of 10. Juve home kit, and I like the pink. I do like the pink. Okay, it brings in a little. It's kind of asymmetrical, but I think I kind of like that. I know I'm being hypocritical because I said about that. I don't know about changing club badge colours for a home kit, but I think it looks quite good here. The pink looks very nice. I'm gonna give this. Oh my fucking god! I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 because I've just seen how much it's selling for. €150. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay. The kit is a 7 out of 10. The price is a 0. Jesus. Okay, Juve's away kit now. Oh my god, it's also €150 for an away kit, and it also looks awful. If anyone buys this kit for €150, you need a day off. You need like 100% tax on everything you earn because you clearly have too much money. If you're spending €150 on this dog shit, 2 out of 10. This is a leaked third kit, and I think this one looks it looks very nice. No price on it yet because it's still just a leak, but I like the Adidas logo on it. I like the patterns. It's inspired by vineyards. Okay, this is a nice kit. This is an 8.5 out of 10. I think this is really classy. I imagine they're gonna have to add a sponsor onto it, which will probably bring it down because the sponsors look pretty weird. The Jeep is fine, but then they added Visit Detroit, which looks awful. But this, as is, looks like a very classy kit. 8.5 out of 10. Okay, we're moving on to AC Milan here, and this is a nice kit. I quite like this. Let me imagine. They're marking the first time in the club's history that a single colour badge is used on the. Oh yeah, I see that. Okay, that's cool. That's kind of cool. It looks. I like the little pattern. I'm not seeing a traditional red and black stripes, but I'm not seeing an inspiration for why it's got this pattern. But the pattern looks quite nice. Obviously, you've got to. You kind of have to stick to a little. You've got your theme that you've got with your home kit. But I think it looks really quite nice. And this is 8 out of 10 actually. This is very nice. This is a very nice kit. Very classic. Very nice. This away kit, I cannot agree. I think the badge looks kind of nice, but it's on a really bland kit. There's really not much I can say about this. I'm just going to give it a 4 out of 10 really. It's really bland. And this third kit is even worse, and it hasn't even got a fancy little badge going for it. This is just bland. I don't like the green accents. The yellow's not great. It's got a little pattern on it actually, which maybe will be a bit more prominent when you see it in person. But really, it's just not that great, is it? I'm going to give that 3 out of 10. That's already bland. I think I am. Yeah, we're going to do this Napoli home kit because I think it's really classy, and I think they're probably going to win the league. It looks nice. It's a little. No. The pattern does run all the way down. It's a classy kit. I do like it. I think I think this sponsor looks better higher up. I like the little. I think this thing that they have in the middle is just for the league winners get that. It looks nice. Inspiration. Let's see. There's no specific inspiration for this, but it looks nice. Hit a 7 out of 10. Ooh, okay, we're moving on into the Bundesliga, and I'm going to start with this Augsburg third kit, because I think this one looks really nice. I love the gold and the black. It's always a great colour combination, and this design on it looks lovely. It's also apparently sold out everywhere. 23,000 shirts of it have sold online, and I can see why. It looks really nice. It's inspired by Augsburg's Roman heritage. It looks so classy. I like the details on the cuffs and on the collar. The gold, this sponsor looks nice in that gold. The Augsburg logo, it's all just so crisp, so lovely. That is an 8.5 out of 10. Very lovely shirt. Now we are moving on to Leverkusen's, and I'm about to see that. Oh god, I don't like that. I don't like that. That is not a good home kit. You can barely see the red. I don't like this. It looks so disorganized, so everywhere. I'm not liking that kit, and I'm just going to give that a 3 out of 10. No. Oh, God. I don't know if this away kit's much better either. I don't like this washed out pink into the gradient into the white. It just, the badge has been altered, the colour has been altered to go with it. It looks awful, and they've lost all their key players, and I think they're going to perform badly in this kit. This looks awful. This looks really bad, and I'm just giving that a 2 out of 10 because I think that's worse than the home kit. Let's hope that third kit is just a bit better. And I can't say it's much better. I think it's slightly better. It's got the I imagine the cross because they're Modern Take and the club's iconic cross, which is to do with them being it was by a medical company, right? The workers of a medical company, but it's not very good. I don't like it. I think the blue's not great. 5 out of 10. It's better than the other two. It's an okay kit. Now Bayern's home kit, and oh lord, I've seen this kit many times. This is, I didn't like the mostly white Bayern kit from either last year or the year before. This is even worse. This looks so disorganized, so bad, so everywhere. It looks awful. I just can't get behind this kit. It looks like a kit that's being fucking overrun by this awful white. I don't like it. I think it looks awful. 1 out of 10. One of the worst kits out of any of the major... It's probably the worst kit out of major clubs in Europe this year. Awful. Okay, this away kit is much better. I like the little thing. I imagine it's got an inspiration. The Bavarian Alps. Yes. Yes, yes. This looks very nice. And if I was a Bayern fan, I'd be loving every home game we were playing in this because it's a distraction and a time away from the awful home kit. This is a very nice kit. I like the orange on this one. It looks nice. The sponsor, the T, I think, is it T-Mobile? What is it? I can't remember what the sponsor is. Either way, the T. It looks very nice. It looks very cool. I do quite like it. And I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. No, 7. 7.5 out of 10, actually, let's go with. This is a very solid kit. I quite like it. Moving on to their third kit. This is a nice kit. So Adidas can make nice kits for Bayern. This is very nice kit. I like the alteration on the badge as well. The little pattern in the background is a tribute to Marienplatz, which I don't know what it is, but it's a nice little nod, I suppose. And I really like what it looks like on the collar. The collar kind of reminds me to the Bob Marley Ajax kit, which I also thought was really good. This looks very nice. It looks like it's gone for a little off-white as opposed to actually white for the text, and I think it looks very nice. I think it complements it very well. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. This is better than this is their best kit by far. So Adidas can make good kits for Bayern, but not on the home one, I guess. Now we're going on with Dortmund, and this is a nice kit. The Vodafone. I think it'd look better if it was just the Vodafone logo as opposed to the text as well. But still, I think it's a very good logo. I love the design. Dortmund know how to make a fucking football kit. They've been making great football kits for years, and I think this is definitely one of them. This looks very, very nice. It's inspired by 1990s era with an abstract constructing pattern on the top parts and the sleeves. I think it looks very nice. This is a very solid kit. 8.5 out of 10. Okay, and it's just a leak for this away kit, and this is what I'm seeing. I'm hoping it's not this, because this is an awful, awful kit. My God. It's the first time in 8 years they've had a non-black away kit. Well, maybe they should have stuck to the fucking formula. This looks awful. This looks really bad. It looks so disorganized. It's got yellow on it. You're never going to wear this kit, I'd hope, I'd imagine, because it's got yellow on it. It's just awful. It's just an awful, awful away kit. 0 out of 10. Go on. The worst kit in Europe this year, I think. I think that's worse than the City Pepsi can one, or the Sprite can one. Okay, this third kit looks very sleek, very nice. I think it's quite nice. I think it's pretty decent. I like the little yellow. They've got the nod to the little yellow on the cuffs, which is fine because it's not too much yellow. I like the little pattern in the background. That looks really nice. The black looks good in it. Yeah, the blacked out, the monochrome black and white logo as well. Very nice. This is a very nice kit. It's a very nice kit. I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10 because it's solid. It's not too special. It's another one. It looks really similar to the Augsburg one, but the Köln third kit, lovely. It's got a little design in the background as well, lovely black and gold. The sponsor looks good in it as well, and it looks similar. It commemorates the Cologne Cathedral. It looks quite nice. I think I prefer the Augsburg one though. I have to say, I don't know why, but it's something about it. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Okay. Another third kit, but okay. This is a nice kit. I love that deep green. It's Werder Bremen's third kit. This looks nice. This looks so nice. I love the gradient into like a smoky kind of green. It's a tribute to the club's first title win in 64-65, which is now 60 years ago, which is why they've got a little 60 on the back there. This is a lovely kit. This is one of my favourite kits this season. This is a 9.5 out of 10. So nice, so good. We're moving into France now, and I'm gonna have to have a look at both this Lille home kit and third kit. Firstly, this home kit is very nice. I like this this red with the little steps, and it's a very nice design. I think the sponsor looks decent on it. It looks really nice. It's a really clean kit for me, and I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna put this as a 7 out of 10. It's quite a nice kit, and I reacted when I saw it, and I thought that's a lovely kit. And now moving on as well, we're going to this third kit, which is also very nice. I think just a leak still as well, considering it's got a kind of hanging here. It looks very nice. I like this blue and black and gold. Another amazing third kit in Europe this season, and I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. This is a very lovely kit. Okay, and we're going on to the biggest team in France, PSG. And this home kit is very nice. I've seen it obviously because it's a Super Cup final. It was a horrible time to see it for the first time, but my god, is it a very lovely clean kit. They're always selling the cleanest kits in Europe, really. This is a lovely kit. I think if I was to imagine this stripes, I'd imagine this to refer to the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, there you go. Or Paris's architectural heritage, such as the Eiffel Tower. It's a very lovely kit. You got to give it to him. I think love the homage. Looks really nice. 9 out of 10. It's a nice kit. Now this away kit. I'm not a fan of this. Well, they've done wrong, because this away kit looks really basic to me. You've got the Eiffel Tower, but it's just not a great kit. It's just kind of plain white. I don't like that, really. 3 out of 10. Nothing more to say. Finally, their third kit. And it's it's a box design. But it's a decent box design. It's another good one. I do like this one. I like the box on this. I like the stripes. It's not completely bland. The colours are good on it. It's always the colours. I think it looks better when the box, the little pinstripes are blue. I think it makes it look better. I like it. It's a nice third kit. Another nice third kit this year. I'm going to give this 7 out of 10. I'm also going to talk about this Paris home kit. They're finally back in the first division, and this looks nice. I like the pinstripes. The bottle isn't great, but I think it looks better. I think it looks nice in this one. I love the buttoned collar. It's a very nice classic kit. I hope Paris FC do well this season. I've done so many saves over FIFA FM with them, and I hope they do well. Finally back in Ligue 1. Looks great. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. And to conclude going through the major leagues in Europe, we're going to look at this Rennes third kit, because this is nice. I really like this. It celebrates the Marche the Lys, a market, and I think it looks really nice. I love this kind of rose gold look that it's got in it. I love this glossy finish on it. The badge looks really nice in it. I love this bit around the collar and the cuffs. Looks so nice. That's a 7.5 out of 10 there. Very nice kit. And so now, last but not least, we're going to have a look at what I've been recommended. Well, I'm going to have a look at the comments. I think we've just got one, just from Nekaz, who said all of the UCL kits. But I said, that's a bit much. Plus, you have to do that once the qualifiers are over. So I said, I know the teams you support, so we're going to have a look at Red Star. Okay, first is home kit. I think it looks alright. I don't mind it. I think the sponsor's kind of cool. I do like the colours on. I mean, you're gonna have the red and the white stripes. I think they've done it a bit nice here. I think this one's a bit higher, but I would have preferred these to come down a bit more. But I think it's a really decent kit. I like the collar there. I like the gold. The badge looks nice on this kit. It's not basic, and it's not just red and white stripes. I think it stands out a little bit. For that, I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. It's a decent kit. Let's now have a look at their away kit. I think this is alright. I like the designs on this. It looks pretty decent, yeah. The design on it looks nice. I like this blue that it's got on it. The little patterns, it's nice. I think the sponsor looks a lot better here. Yeah, lovely little accents on the collar and the cuffs. It's a decent kit here. I think I think I prefer this to the home kit, so I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. And this third kit, it's really bland. It's just white with red cuffs. Just going to give that a 4 out of 10. Really basic. Yeah, there you go. That has been kits all around Europe and some that have been suggested. So, there you go. I'm not quite sure what the next video will be. We'll see. Probably something to do with Tottenham after that City game, maybe. Maybe talking about Rio if we qualify. Game tomorrow. Probably the day this is coming out, actually. Rio will be playing in their first leg of the Conference League qualifiers. Either way. If you have enjoyed this video and you are new, make sure to leave a sub and a like, and if you are not new, then just leave that like, thank you very much. Make sure to check out the Discord, Twitch, Twitter, which are in the description, and the podcast, which I won't have in the description. I need to add that at some point, but we'll see. At some point I will try and find that. It should be linked to my channel either way if you click on the channel. Either way, I have been Ollie Mudkip, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.